What's going on? This is my life in the shop. Your host, Donald Watson. I'm going to bring you guys to 18-year-old Manuel Porties Jr. of Elgin, Illinois. This particular story happened out of Schaumburg. Two people, 17-year-old young man, 18-year-old Manuel Porties, agreed to meet up and box over social media beef. They ran in the same circle. I'm going to bring you guys this particular story. They met up. One brought a knife. The 17-year-old brought a knife. They met up to squab like men. Man up and fight. The other one brought a knife. This is all captured on footage. They got somebody filming it. Now, you saw dude with the knife. Why didn't you say, hold up, it ain't fair, put the knife down? Nobody said anything. Cook County prosecutors failed to bring charges against the 17-year-old. That's what all the outrage is about. Cook County prosecutors failed to bring charges on September 28th, Tuesday, September 28th, because of mutual combat is what they're saying. They're saying mutual combat. Term commonly used in the United States court occurs when two people intentionally and consequently engage in a fight while not hurting bystanders, not damaging property. They say in Oregon bans it. According to the sections, it's not justified physical force upon another person. But however, they're saying there have been numerous cases where this concept was successfully used in defense of the accused. Some cases, mutual combat may nevertheless result in killing. I want to bring you guys this story out of Schaumburg. This is it here. They're saying Schaumburg police said officers responded to a 911 call around 6 p.m. Tuesday, September 28th regarding two people fighting on the 600 block of Sturnbridge Lane in Schaumburg. They arrived to discover Manuel Porties Jr. suffering from multiple stab wounds. By that time, the 17-year-old had fled. Officers and paramedics performed life-saving measures at the scene, but Manuel Jr. died at Amina Health Alexian Brother Medical Center in Elk Grove Village. The suspect was located the following morning when police announced he was in custody. The state's attorney's office was reviewing the facts of Schaumburg's investigation. The juvenile quickly was released from custody with even a misdemeanor charge dismissed by prosecutors, police reported at the time. Porties Sr., which is Manuel Porties' father, said the rationale for dropping the charge at the time was that both teens had engaged in mutual combat at the time of his son's death. But he said he had learned himself that the other boy had been stalking his son and taunting him on social media. He said he believed the state's attorney's office had misinterpreted his son as an equal aggressor, which wasn't the case in the fight based on incorrect assumptions that there was more than captured on video by a bystander. Porties Sr. Says his son and other boys had once upon a time ran in the same group of friends but had been at odds for months before the stabbing. Through Porties Sr. Said he learned between the fight between the two, no weapons were to be used. That was the mutual understanding. Where did weapons come from? Even those represented, including the person recording it, did not spot the knife until it was too late. I watched the fight. Alright? I watched the fight. And that knife was visible. And I think he was even stabbed and bleeding. And my man holding the camera was just kind of enjoying the show. Understand this. Y'all gotta watch that social media beef. It's 10 times enhanced. Everybody in the world. All your little females that you digging on and you like and you crushing on is on your social media. At least on my social media. They watching that. And it's 10 times more embarrassing when somebody on there dissing you. So once upon a time, it used to be where you could be in a classroom talking about somebody and nobody knew about it. It used to be once upon a time in a classroom, you could knuckle up with somebody in the outside after school and only the people there saw it. Now we're talking the entire world. But when are y'all going to man up and knuckle up like men? Alright, somebody said on Facebook, September's murder of the month was the kill of 18-year-old Manuel Porties Jr., who showed up for a fist fight. Instead was repeatedly stabbed in the neck, being knocked to the ground. Naturally, the killing was caught captured on cell phone cameras by bystander. Kim Fox refused to bring charges against Porties' killer on the grounds it was again mutual combat due to the popularity of drive-by shootings and the snitches get no snitches get stitches. Ethos, they are already on. The fight I can't show, but they out there squabbing. Neither one of the kids was getting the best of each, but there's a normal squab. Young man lost his grip and fell to the ground. Now you had him. You could have just punched him, beat him, kicked him. But he takes the knife and aims for the neck. You could have stabbed him in the arm, stabbed him in the leg. That's still attempt. But he went for the neck. Purposely. In my opinion, that's first degree. They're charging him as a juvenile first degree right now. But most cases where you see stuff like this will be as an adult first degree. So prosecutors are now announcing first degree murder charges against that 17-year-old. His identity, name is withheld in this particular case because of his... Man, in my opinion, make no mistakes, that young man, 17-year-old, is a flat-out coward. Knuckle up. You talking all that ish on social media on how tough you is. Hit the weight room, young man, if you can't knuckle up. Go to a boxing class. Something. But don't talk ish if you can't back it up. If you can't squab, that man came out there and knuckled up with you like a man. This coward stepped out there with a knife. What happened to the days where you could see people knuckle up? And this coward brought a knife. Make no mistake, that's what he is. You know, even grown men out here today, they scared to take that L. Let me tell y'all something. That's a man. You win some and you lose some. That's one of the reasons in high school I used to see fights. And you got to understand who your friends are and who your friends aren't. You don't have but 1 or 2, 3, maybe a circle of 4 or 5 friends at best. Outside of that, man, a lot of cats they don't care for you. My father used to kick that to me every day. That ain't your friend. You think that's your friends. Y'all ain't got no friends. He used to say, man, I got 2 friends. That's it. So, and to where's homeboy holding the camera, she's like, hold up. No, put that knife down. Y'all knuckle up. We came out here, we agreed it's going to be fair. Let it be fair. Put the damn knife down. He didn't do that. So, from what I see, it definitely was. You know, when I was in high school, I used to see people fight. And I used to be like, all right, cool, it was a good fight. But then I used to see people run around, oh, blah, 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 one, blah, 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 I did. Oh, and I used to be like, yo, man, all that don't even matter. I really didn't even matter about all that. I was actually, you know what? I got one partner I got much respect for. I had to talk to him in a minute. But I got much respect for him. Because he had all of his partners. I wasn't there, but I heard all of his partners was there ready to jump this other cat. This other cat didn't have no partners. This other cat was by himself, and they had beef. They wanted to fight. My homeboy could have had everybody move on dude and just whoop him. My homeboy said, no, I'm going to knuckle up. And I want it one-on-one. Don't nobody jump. He had to tell everybody specifically, no matter what happened, don't nobody jump. And everybody respected both of them. And they respected each other. Because they sat and knuckled up like men. My homeboy could have had everybody jump on dude. But he didn't. He chose not to. And to this day, I never told him this. But I got much respect for my partner for doing that. When I heard about that story, I'm like, wow. You know, that's a man. That's a real man. What y'all cowards think with these, picking up these guns and shooting, that's a dweeb. That's a lame, man. Grow a pair. Anyway, make no mistake, that young man is about to lose that young man lost his life. And for what? Looked like a really good team. They lived in Schaumburg. Looked like their family had a father. Everybody was doing what they were supposed to be doing. Looked like a regular mutual fight that should have just been just that. Now, that young man, both these young men, one will be going to jail forever and one is not with us. Anyway, appreciate everybody on Facebook. Go to YouTube. Go to My Life in the Shadows on YouTube already. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Share this video. Subscribe to my Instagram too. Peace, peace.